Good evening. I just want to make a quick video on shimming the 4888 carrier bearings, not the pinion bearing. This is just the carrier bearing. So I got a spool unit to replace the factory spider gears. This is a strange spool modified by Gradness Racing. Told these axle shafts in, mine were just falling out like butter, and this one definitely holds these axles in a lot better. But when it came to shimming this thing, I had some questions, and when I watched YouTube videos, it wasn't entirely clear. So first I tried using the OEM shims, which are these guys. I do have one of the OEM shims on this side, and it did not work. So you definitely need to get one of these shim kits. I bought a kit that came with new bearings and shims. The part number was 57007 on AutoZone or Summit Racing. I think it was like 120 bucks roughly, maybe 130 bucks. And that came with the new bearings and all the shims you'll need. But when it comes to shimming it, so if you listen, that's the backlash you need to make happen with these proper shimming. What you're supposed to do is take a dial gauge and hook it up to one of these teeth, block this lower gear out, and then measure this backlash. And I think it's supposed to be roughly like 10 thousandths. Everybody I found on YouTube just did it by ear, listening for kind of that noise. So that is what I'm doing on this one. So we'll see if this diff explodes or make noise. I'll keep you guys updated. But trying to figure out how many shims to put on each side to make that happen. So pretty much the best way to do it is I put shims on the gear side until this thing got kind of rough to move, and then I knew it had too much preload on this bearing, and then I just backed it out a bit until it moved pretty easily by hand. And then I just added shims on this side until I had that 10 thousandths of backlash or whatever it does by ear. And then I made sure that it still moved by hand. And then you want 0 backlash this way or that way. And that is pretty much shimming the carrier bearing from what I understand on YouTube. So if you have any comments, please add them below, and hopefully this helps some of you guys.